The Nigerian education system, which produced world-renowned scholars in the past, has now become a shadow of itself. The rot in the nation's education system has reached a deplorable proportion that, if not only properly addressed now, subsequent generations of Nigerians will continue to suffer its consequences. All of us, driven by the conviction that the system as it is won't just do, that we have an obligation to fight for the system as it should be. And that is the thread that connects our hearts. That is the thread that runs through the heart of Mrs. Mosun Bello Olushoga with a passion for knowledge sharing, personal and professional grooming, and the quest to transform children into responsible, social responsive, and culturally balanced adults. The City of Knowledge Academy is a co-educational institution situated along the very accessible Lagos-Benin Expressway, Itani-Osa Junction, IJEBU Ode. The serene environment gives space to grow, free from the hustle and distractions of city life. The City of Knowledge Academy was established to instill leadership and ethical behavior in students, develop the academic potential and social awareness of each student in a collegial environment, nurture inherent cultural values and virtues. And that's why we do not compromise our core values, culture, character, and confidence.
When I was in bank, I liked, to some extent, teaching. I liked not just classroom teaching, but taking a young person, a young professional, and seeing the development of a young professional. And it was very pleasing to me to see an entry-level person become a manager, a senior manager, a director, and to say, okay, I was part of the development of this individual. So when I was going to retire from the bank, I thought of the next steps to take. And because I have a passion for development, for education, I said, okay, why don't I go into education, secondary school education, to come a little bit down the age bracket. And I specifically chose IJEBU Ode. I'm from IJEBU Ode, so it's about giving back to where I came from. But it's also about putting something of quality in my locality. We have secondary school, but with due respect, they're old. So I wanted something modern, something very international that people can be very proud of and say, okay, we need to have an international secondary school.
What we are doing is that we have harmonized the British national curriculum and the Nigerian curriculum. There's nothing the matter with either curricula. It's just that the children will be able to sit for their IGCSEs in their year 11, and then they will now take the WAEC, the Nigerian equivalent, in year 12. And it positions them to either stay in Nigeria for university education or go anywhere else in the world for their university education.
We believe that each individual was built to blossom into more, not shrink to less. So we employ a contemporary and integrated approach to teaching and learning. The formal and informal, cultural and intellectual ethos of the school will equip the students with the skills needed for efficient and effective operation in the world of their future.
For secondary school, education is taken for granted, right? For you to be able to compete, you have to have good teachers. The curriculum has to be good. We run both British and international curriculum. But one thing that I see that is missing is the cultural aspect. A lot of good secondary school focus mostly on the British curriculum, but they've also left behind our own Nigerian culture. And I believe anybody who forgets where they come from, their roots, is you can't be more British than the British. So yes, you can be a little bit of a little bit British, but you also realize that first and foremost you're Nigerian, right? So we want to bring the culture back into education, but also develop our children to be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with any of their counterparts anywhere in the world. So we have teachers. I boast that my teachers are just not teachers who want jobs. That is their passion. So we don't recruit, all our teachers have university degrees, but they're just not university degree holders. They are educationists. So they have passion for the child development. They have careers in education and they are properly trained to be educators, right? We have, like you said, we're 21st century compliant. All our classrooms have interactive boards. All our students have their netbooks. So when a classroom session is going on, they're working on the netbooks, it's showing on the interactive boards. The whole environment is wireless. So we're very, very technologically driven. So we want to have technologically confident children, also culturally confident, and also we believe very much in character. So everybody's, the strength of a person is not just about what he has, but it's about the strength of character. So culture, character, confidence. If you have culture, character, and you're very, very well educated, you'll be very confident and you can stand shoulder to shoulder with anybody, anywhere in the world.
City of Knowledge Academy offers equal opportunities to students with different abilities with no social, economic or religious bias.
We give them freedom to practice the religion of their parents. We have Muslims in school, we have Christians in school. And the Muslims, they do their normal prayers, the Christians do their normal prayers. Each child will do devotion in the morning, immediately they get up from the bed, and they do their showers and get ready for school. On Sundays, they do religious service. We bring in ministers of God to minister to Christians, and we have Islamic clerics or imam to lead the worship for the Muslims. Even on Fridays, they observe the Jumat. So we allow the children to practice the religion of their parents and to grow in it. Because in the religious education that they do for the British curriculum, they cover all religions. So they want that their parents practice, that they want to practice, we encourage them to do that in school.
And our admission range from year 7 to year 11 based on our strict criteria. We have a rich curriculum that conforms to international standards, enabling students to be better equipped to gain admission into desired universities globally.
What we are learning now, we apply it. And I said that application of map and skills in life endeavors is into many parts. Yes, I told you that there are some experts and professionals that use map and skills. Yes, shall we name them? Yes, architects. The architects use map and skills.
There are quite a number of things that we have started off with that schools have just had to add on because they are things that have just come into the educational sector. For instance, the use of technology. Right from the first day, we have insisted that our children become technologically savvy. So all of them have their own laptops. The mode of instruction, we have interactive boards, so that the teachers themselves can go onto the internet right in the classroom, and a lot of work, and we actually teaching, the instructional method would be what you call a blended curriculum, a blend of technology and classroom instruction. And so that is what's, and we are making sure that we are focused on that. Our teachers are up to date on all of the methods to use, and the children are finding out that technology is just a way of life for them.
Our subjects include science, humanities, languages and arts, vocational, mathematics and IT, and creative arts.
We teach African language, and it's actually one of the subjects that you have to go through when you're doing the Nigerian curriculum. And that is why I said we run both Nigerian curriculum as well as the English curriculum. I know some schools just run strictly English, but we have the combination of the two. So we do have Nigerian languages. But even apart from learning the language, in Nigeria, our culture is about respect for the senior. So you have an assembly. Anytime a visitor comes to the school, it is automatic. The students stand up to greet, right? That is part of our culture. A student passes you on the way. Good morning, sir. You don't have to know anybody, right? I believe in mutual respect. It doesn't matter where you are or who you are, right? It's about being respectful of the individual, and respect, they say, begets respect. So yes, we do have the local languages being taught, but we also try to imbibe our own morals, right? Our own cultural thinking, behavior in our students.
The Year 9 students take a checkpoint examination in core subjects, mathematics, English language, and science, and also take the GSS examination. BECE, PSAT, is taken either in Year 10 or 11. In Year 12, students will take the IGCSE examination, WASI, and SAT. These are international examinations recognized and accepted both at home and abroad.
Apart from the normal teaching methodologies we evolve here, we combine the contemporary classroom lessons with the use of technology anywhere that you can get anywhere in the world. So with that, a lot of online and offline resources. You know, it's comparable to any other international school you can find any place in the world.
Here, our English language studies basically hands-on, and I have this philosophy that you learn a language by actually speaking. So the basis of teaching and learning English languages, we insist on the children speaking the language and practicing the writing. Of course, we know that the skills in language acquisition is reading, writing, and usage. So basically the usage aspect, because here English language is our official language, but because of the understanding and the practicability of the use of the English language, there is a bit of phobia as to English language learning.
I make them realize that Yoruba is not something that they can't understand. That is a language that if they calm down, if they are really interested, they will get the language. So I make it very simple, and we are always starting from the simplest to the complex. Okay. So, and the basis of languages is in the speaking. The beauty of languages is when you speak it, when people hear you, when you communicate, and so I make them to try as much as possible in the class to communicate.
Being a full boarding school, education does not stop at the end of the last lesson, but continues through abundance of extracurricular activities. Boarding develops independence, confidence, and the ability to show tolerance and understanding to all.
We have security providers, and we are also part of the police community. We have uniformed policemen on the premises, so you won't even know they're policemen. And we have police patrol and other patrols during the night. So during the day they're very well catered for, and at night too they're also very secure. We know that it's in God's hands, but as far as we're able to, we try to make sure that everybody is safe, because safety is my #1 concern. All my kids have to be secured, and the parents have to be assured that they're in good hands.
Our pastoral system is very strong, because if the children are not well looked after, if the children don't eat properly, then they are not able to do their work well in class. So both things have to go together. So in the boarding houses, we hardly have any children who fall ill, because the nurse is on her toes. She knows exactly what to do. The common thing that happens in these parts of the world, malaria, The boarding houses are sprayed regularly, so mosquitoes are kept at bay, and the children eat delicious, healthy meals. They're on the go all the time, so they remain healthy, so we don't have health challenges. But fortunately, we are right next door to a hospital in case we do have any challenges.
Teachers are actively involved in helping students acquire skills and refine talents, and such is showcased in music, arts and design, and drama. In City of Knowledge Academy, it is a tacit policy that all students be grounded in music with the ability to play at least one instrument.
From the moment they are admitted into school, they are allowed to pick an instrument, and if you can see the school, all of them can play an instrument. And having this instrument and during the theory class, when you collaborate the two together, you see that there is relationship between them, for better understanding. Playing an instrument will make them to understand better, which we are doing in the school.
We believe that music helps one take note of details that can be applied to different areas of their lives. So we teach them, and various students attest to this.
In music, we has taught us everything about such as taught us how to do the fundamentals and how to really improvise during music. If you don't know the pieces, then it's really fun when you can improvise and create different harmonies on your own.
My favorite part of City of Knowledge Academy is the pastoral life. The pastoral life is very, very fun and exciting. Let me start from the pastoral life in total. It's like home away from home, and our house parents is loving, caring and very, very fun. She's always there day and night, and she's always there to mentor and guide us. The food is here, as my course students have said. It's very, very good and it's very, very nice. And then we have the opportunity to play games, watch TV and do all sorts of leisure activities in school, because we are also here to learn and at the same time here to play. The boarding house is well furnished for 4 people with a personal corner. We have our prep room, and at the same time we also have our personal rooms, as I've said before. And then I enjoy it. Sometimes when I'm at home, I wish I was back in school because I miss the school atmosphere, my friends and all the activities.
CK provides a wide range of subjects, as we students offer 16 subjects. CK uses both the British curriculum and the Nigerian curriculum, which enables the students to learn how to reason and work with their hands. CK classes is not only about the students or the teacher teaching. The students also come out and teach while the teachers listen and coordinate the lesson. Not only notes do the teacher write, the students also have the IP boards and their netbooks and other IT materials to use in classes, which makes the classes very fun and exciting.
Under extracurricular activities, we do things like sports, orchestra, board games and inter-house competitions. Under sports, we do sports like soccer, volleyball, basketball, hockey and swimming. In orchestra, we use different instruments like the saxophone, the cello, the trumpet, the clarinet, the recorder, etc.
At City of Knowledge Academy, modern-day aids and facilities abound in the classrooms. Each student have mini laptops with supervised internet access. We believe that pictures say more, so there is the use of visual communication aid and interactive board, and these have helped to mold the students' imagination. At City of Knowledge Academy, we allow our students lead their learning by involving them in project presentation, which in turn builds their public speaking ability. We never forget to glorify their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Each teacher is passionate about their subjects and always eager to impart to students. Our laboratory and art workshops are well furnished, spacious and well lit. The emphasis is to let students do themselves what they have been taught. A school is as good as its teachers. We recruit the best in the country and share best international standards through unique skills share and mentoring programs led by our head of school.
Whatever education they can get anywhere in the world, they can get in City of Knowledge Academy. And you're also giving them the environment, the Nigerian environment. They can go back, but truly Nigeria is our home, so we need to know what Nigeria is all about. But your child would have an added advantage because he is aware of where he's coming from, he's aware of his roots, but he's also as sound as his British contemporaries or American contemporaries. So he has leverage. Just like the Chinese, they will go to what they will go to, but they will always remember their Chinese background, their Chinese origin. So that is what I'm trying to do. I want our children to remember their culture, to remember where they're from, and to be proud of where they're from. I know Nigerians have a lot of bad press, but truly we have fantastic Nigerians, and I say there is no place anywhere in the world that you don't have a Nigerian in a top place. Yes, the bad people will always be there and people celebrate bad news, but I want our children to be ambassadors and say, okay, we're Nigerians, we're great people, and we can stand shoulder to shoulder. We're very, very intelligent, but we're also culturally sound.
There is a modern ICT center with equipment readily available for the use of the students, and our library is sufficiently stocked with materials to keep the students updated. In addition to general computers for each student's use, the Academy is equipped with up-to-date teaching tools such as interactive whiteboards with a network that enables students and staff to access work efficiently. A squeaky clean sick bay is available with adequate facilities and medical practitioners offering 24 hours medical cover. At City of Knowledge Academy, the boarding house facility is an experience of home away from home, which strives to reflect the best values of family life in a safe and secure environment, with healthy, clean air in a green and tranquil setting. Boarders have outstanding sleeping accommodation with 4-to-a room, provision to study, and private toilet and washing facilities, secure from public as well as laundry services. Meals are adequate in quantity, quality and choice, and provision is made for special dietary, medical and religious needs. There is a common room in both male and female hostels where educational board games such as Scrabble, Monopoly, chess and so on can be played, and on Saturdays television is watched guided by hostel adults. City of Knowledge Academy offers a wide range of extracurricular opportunities and participation in a variety of cultural and leisure activities. City of Knowledge Academy is a community designed for students and managed by a team of seasoned members of staff committed to providing students with both academic and social excellence.
Character, culture, and confidence. That's correct. We want to build students of very good and solid character. That's one. We want to build students who are confident of themselves and they can stand anywhere in the world and they can rub shoulders with their friends or colleagues all over the world.
We train our students to have good character. I'm a Nigerian. We are talking about rebranding Nigeria today. Civic education is part of humanities. Rebranding Nigeria. Integrity is part of the value we are talking about. When you build that good character in them, they are the future generation. That's why in this school we base on those three C's, so that when we groom them, we know, we are rest assured. One, we are grooming students with great ability that has great future. And we are building students with, we call it total education.
Now, Nigerians can attend a school with world-class educational and boarding facilities and still remain in Nigeria. There's no gainsaying. This is the bigger picture. The saying goes, seeing is believing. The moment you step into the premises of City of Knowledge Academy, you can feel why it is the ultimate place for your child to excel. The ambience and learning environment speaks volume of an overall international standard school that is beautiful and stimulating to the growth of your child, male or female. At City of Knowledge Academy, our standards are high in all areas. We strive to educate young people to become future leaders who can stand on their own globally. Contact us 0807 509 3533, 0706 903 9881. Contact email info@ckaintl.com, www.ckaintl.com.